midnight, Days.
Welcome, savages, to the Game of Tokens Battle Arena. In this Battle of Dragons features MiND token versus DeepSpace. Let the battles begin.
Round one, fight!
Round one of round two. It's round two, sir. All right, awesome. We're excited to kick off round two of the battles, and we have DeepSpace and MiND token here to battle it out to see who moves on to battle for the throne, for the Iron Throne. So last round we had a set of topics that we went over. The judges chose both of you guys to move on to this round, and now we have another set of topics, and we did not share these questions with you in advance, so get ready. MiND token and DeepSpace, you guys ready to hear the first question?
Let's go.
Nemanja, you ready?
We're ready.
All right.
We're gonna round robin these, so might as well just go alphabetical, start with DeepSpace.
Sounds good. Daisy, want to ask the question?
All right. DeepSpace. Name your project's 3 weakest points. You'll have 2 minutes, starting now.
So I'm gonna be completely honest and open, like every time when we're talking about the project. So at this moment, our biggest weakness is that we don't market enough, but that is due to market reason, which I can explain later a little bit further. Yeah, I don't really know other weaknesses. If I knew them, I would fix them already. So I'll just let the other projects speak.
All right.
By the way, if you find some weaknesses, we are giving away $50,000, so you're welcome to try.
All right. Good answer. Maybe we should have gone with 1 minute for this one.
Is that the hackathon thing you're talking about?
No, we launched a bug bounty with the world's biggest bug bounty provider, which is Immunify, and we are giving away rewards up to $50,000.
And they just try to find bugs in your
Yeah, if you find some bug and if it goes through the bug bounty, if you manage somehow to find the bug, which is kind of hard since we're really good, but if you find one, you can get a lot of money for it.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, any hackers out there, head over to DeepSpace and try to wreck them.
Yeah, try.
All
That's
right.
a big reward. You must be very confident in your development over there. All right, MiND token.
Extremely.
All right, sounds good. MiND token, you're up. Name your project's 3 weakest points.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll start with the funny one first. I turn into quite a princess at about 9 p.m. and have to fall asleep unless there's something serious going on. I mean, if there's one thing that I'd like to see buttoned up in our project, it's that we were a little low on funds when we did all our KYC and auditing stuff, and I'd like to get our main staking contract properly audited. That said, our developer is somebody who develops staking contracts for a living, and he's never been exploited. He's the guy who goes to other projects and says, hey, if you don't change line XYZ to whatever, then you're going to be exploited. And he's actually saved a few projects like that. So we're in a comfortable place with it, but I would like to see it audited. I would say the third one would be that, I'm not technically a developer. I facilitate these interactions. We've brought on some great developers to help us along the way. But I myself personally, I'm capable of managing a contract. I understand it, can read blockchain, et cetera. But we're facilitating ideas here into the real world. So there you go.
Excellent.
I bet you didn't expect an honest answer on that.
Yeah, it's a good one, but I had to mute myself. I was laughing at your first joke.
I mean, honestly, with these two projects, I've gotten nothing but honesty from both of you guys. I've known the DeepSpace team for a while now, since they first launched, and I definitely know the MiND Token team very well, and just two solid teams of legit, safe, and honest people on both teams. So I really appreciate you guys for doing what you're doing out there, because there's not a lot of projects that have that integrity.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Conda, this is supposed to be the FUD round. Are we playing good cop, bad cop?
I think we just started that, yeah. All right, question number 2, and it's going to be MiND Token up first. So what have you done to prepare for crypto regulations, if any?
All right. Well, obviously we have a proper corporation, we have a Coinbase account, we have a corporate bank account, we've done KYC, we're very open and honest. We were talking about moving to e-staking and had some conversations about the SEC and securities and so on. And so we may have to adapt that roadmap a little bit, but we're very cognizant of not running afoul of the SEC or FinTrack, the Canadian financial body. And a lot of that is the credit to Stefan, whose history is in the corporate world. He was a project manager for IBM, and he's brought several ISPs to outlying communities in British Columbia and Alberta. And so I genuinely feel that if and when regulations come, that we're in a great standing to deal with them and be one of the projects that still stands after that.
Good answer.
All right, DeepSpace, Namandra, you're up. What have you done to prepare for any crypto regulations, if anything?
So since most of my team is USA based and Canada based, we have to be really careful when we are approaching something like that. So at this moment we are working, and it's in the process right now, we're working on forming the legal entity and forming a company, USA based company. So it is a process. It's going to take some time, but it's a way to go. We were in a complicated situation with all the team being Americans, and American regulations are constantly changing from month to month, from year to year. It's impossible to predict what's going to happen in the future. So the best way is to form a legal entity and to go from there.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, by the way, anything you hear in here is NFA, so just throwing that out there, because I am in the US. All right, sounds good. Next question, we're going to go to DeepSpace first. Namandra, you're going to be up. The question is, Days, go for it.
By the way, we switched to 1 minute for each of these questions, since you guys are so proficient at your answering.
Why don't we leave it at 2 and let them go, because they're ending it when they're done, and we'll give them that time if they need it.
Yeah, we're cool. We're both respectful to each other, so I'm fine with anything.
Because I like the excitement of the buzzer beater.
Okay, you just want to hear the bomb go off. You just want to hear the bomb go off.
If I don't hear this bomb explode one time today, I'll be so frustrated. All right. For our third question today, DeepSpace, what is more important to you, making investors money or making your project better?
I go first, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, me. So for us, we just want to make the game complete. We want to fulfill our mission. We have established a timeline. We want to do something, and that is to make a game first. Everything else comes secondary. I know that it's not something that every investor might want to hear, but it's something that is right. Make the product, then we think about everything else. Of course, along the way, we're trying to keep our price going up and everything to make our investors some profit, but the main goal is to complete the game and to complete the whole ecosystem around it.
All right.
Boom.
Pretty strong. By the way, we start out with the easiest ones, just so you guys know, the easiest questions.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right. Really, I'm just trying to make excuses for our weak questions. All right, MiND Token, you're up now.
It's just both of us are good.
That's true. That might be true. Same question to you, MiND Token. What's more important to MiND Token, making investors money or making the project better?
All right. Well, I mean, we're a utility project, and so to me, these questions are one and the same. It's kind of nothing personal. It's a bit of a false dichotomy because, you know, as we deliver as a project, that will help the investors make money. You know, so I see it as being a situation where you require both. I mean, you know, as our volume increases, so does our power to market and to develop. And as our project is developed and marketed, our volume increases. And so, you know, it's kind of the snake eating its tail, if you will. It's a cyclical thing. It has to go hand in hand, in my opinion. I can keep talking so you can hear the bomb. Oh, okay.
No, it has to be organic. It has to be organic, sir.
Kaboom.
Good. Great answers by both of you, honestly. Really good answers.
If you keep answering this well, I'm taking it down to 20 seconds.
All right,
I'm game. I can talk even faster.
Next question is gonna go to MiND Token first. Days, go for it. This is your baby. Or actually,
don't try to blame this entire round 2 battle schematic on me. I see what's going on here.
This question I meant. Just this question.
Yeah.
Oh no, the next question was yours.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep asking the questions. MiND Token, you've got 1 minute to tell us what your project will look like in 3 years.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. In 3 years, we're going to have awesome metaverse stuff happening. We're going to have a wellness game out. You know, we should have branched into multiple countries to share our utility. You know, I can envision a ton of amazing artists working with our charity NFTs. I can see us partnering up with many AMA and call groups through our non-token NFT with the utility attached. There is so much on the horizon. I think that we're going to be a massive thing in the space over time. You know, it's a utility project. It's going to take some grinding, but what we have is very real. We're partnered with one of the world's largest health corporations, and the odds of us not making that awesome are pretty damn slim to me.
Awesome. All right, moving on over to DeepSpace. Tell us what your project will look like in 3 years.
I don't need that bomb right now, so I'll be quick. Imagine if World of Warcraft and EVE Online had a baby, and that baby was born on blockchain, and that's us in 3 years.
All right.
Boom.
Boom.
There we go. All right. Next question. DeepSpace, you're gonna be up first. All right. Here's a big question here. It'll probably take me longer to read the question than it will for you to answer it. All right. So the question is, how do you deal with FUD? Who do you address repeated? Or sorry, that was written wrong. All right. How do you deal with FUD? How would you address repeated negativity and it's outright? That is out. Oh my God, Days.
I told you. You can try and blame the whole thing on me.
You might want to cut that from the video.
I'm so fired. I'm so fired from the God Token team.
I'm just gonna rephrase it. All right. So how do you deal with FUD? How would you address repeated negativity that is outright a lie or a scam? Let's say you have massive FUD in your community that is unwarranted. How do you address it? And then, if it's warranted, how would you address it?
So first of all, I think we all had issues like that in our history, both of our projects and you, of course. So it's something that we can address from our past experiences. From my side, the best perspective, the best approach is educative approach. Try to educate the person, understand the core of the problem, of the issues he's trying to talk about, address it. If there is some truth behind it, go straight to the problem and just face it and solve it. If it's unbased food, then it's simple. Mute and ban. Nobody wants to spend their time on people who don't even care to read what you're writing to them.
Solid answer. All right, Ed, do you need me to repeat that question?
Please don't.
No.
Thank God.
You know, you can just tell me when to go. How to deal with FUD is the question.
we might need a bomb for your questions.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired.
Oh, he's talking about me asking the question.
Oh, okay. I'm wearing a full bubble wrap suit and boxing gloves right now, so bring it on.
There you go.
I don't even want to imagine that.
That's extra. It's $3.99 a minute.
All right, Ed, you're up. How do you deal with FUD if it's warranted, and how do you deal with FUD if it's unwarranted?
Okay, I mean, warranted FUD is a pretty simple thing. Be open, honest, direct. Don't run and hide. Face it. There's nothing worse than if somebody comes to you with a legitimate concern, and I've seen this where teams just immediately ban and block when instead they might actually be able to convert that person by giving them the proper information. Unwarranted FUD, it's one of those things where how many seconds do I got? All right, so I ran one of the largest political groups in my area. It has over 8,000 members in a 12,000 community, 12,000 population community. And we had a lot of really negative and joking people in there. And rather than ban them and kick them out, what I did is I created a second group where they could post whatever the hell they wanted. And we actually became a very famous little small town circle of friends. We've actually donated to charities and done all kinds of things. And so those people can be turned if you approach them properly. You just have to let them vent. And very often you'll be able to convert them. And in the odd case, like DeepSpace was saying, ban them. What do you do?
Nice thanks, Ben.
Man, I knew it. As soon as you said how many seconds do I have left, I said, yes, I'm going to hear the bomb.
By the way, Ed, thanks for adding a little extra to that so Dave can hear his bomb go off.
I might have padded it a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I know for sure. All right. Great answers, honestly. Yeah, FUD is it could be minor, it could be major, but it's all about how you deal with it. And I really feel like both of those answers were really, really great. Okay, moving on to the next question. It's going to be MiND token up first. So if BNB dumps to $100 and there's no money left to pay the team, the development or marketing, what do you do?
All right. Press the button. All right. Stefan and I both have jobs, right? I own 2 businesses. Stefan works full-time with a company with great benefits. In fact, he even gets the LifeWorks benefits. And so, him and I are able to plug along regardless of market conditions. The only invoice that we really have to worry about is that we are making our payments to LifeWorks. But again, we have multiple businesses. And so there's very little fear in my mind about a situation like that. Also, I would say that we're so scalable. It's just a matter of time before we're off and running in a big way. So, I don't really have concerns about that. We've also got, I guess it doesn't quite apply, but we do have reserve tokens that we can add to LP over time if we find that BNB goes too low and we got a few bucks kicking around, then we can do that. So, again, I'm in a financially secure place. I mean, my house is almost paid off. My career's been going for 22 years solid. I've got another source of income as well. I've got investments, and so I'm not really overly concerned about that. Oh, I missed it.
What the heck, man? That was a warranted blow up, dude. All right.
By the way, I don't know if it's my writing or it's your reading when it comes to these questions.
The last question was written. You want me to read it word for word right now?
You want me to read it word for word right now?
Okay, look. Here's the first freaking sentence. Here's the first sentence.
Battle of the hosts.
No, hold up. Here's the first sentence. How do you deal with FUD? Who do you address repeated negativity that is not right?
What?
You wrote who?
One more time.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
So, judges, please award Zcon to 1 point. Thank you. All right.
Over to DeepSpace. A proper reading of this last question.
Yeah, can you repeat the question again, please?
Yeah. If BNB dumps to 100 and there's no money left to pay the team, the development, or the marketing, what will you do?
I'm really not concerned about that right now, since our liquidity is 600, 700,000, 500,000. I don't even know. It's a lot of money. And most of my team is working in Fortune 250 companies or Fortune 100 companies. So it's not really an issue for us. I didn't thought about it, since I really don't have to think about it.
All right. Short answer, we're balling over here, so don't worry about it. Also, Days, I love how you added a couple thes in your question there, you jackass.
I tried to make it sound better, and it still just did not roll off the tongue. But that's all right.
Oh man. All
All
right.
right.
Sounds good. Okay, so that's that's going to be the end of the general questions, and now we're moving on to the specific questions to these projects, to MiND Token and to DeepSpace. So these are going to be projects. I mean, Jesus. These are going to be questions aimed directly at your projects that we kind of thought up. So, Days, you want to do MiND Token first?
Yeah, I mean, these don't need to be round robin because they're specific to the project. But
I'll do the first.
Minds.
I'll do the first round of questions, and you can do the second one. Yeah.
Very well.
Okay. MiND Token. Here is your project-specific questions. How will you achieve such lofty goals with only 2 team members who both have full-time jobs?
Okay, well, for starters, I manage my businesses. I've got managers running my lawn business. My rental business only takes a few hours every couple of weeks out of my time just for repairs and cleaning and so on. And so I actually have a lot of free time on my hands, and I can put my energies into this space. You know, Stefan also is a very, very motivated guy. I mean, he puts in some serious hours. He goes to work and then he's here all night. You know, the second we're able to, Stefan will quit his job and go full time into this like I am. And so we're not, we don't see that as being a problem, to be honest.
Great answer. Very nice, sir. All right, DeepSpace, you're up. Here is your project-specific question. How do you plan on bringing traditional non-crypto gamers into your project?
So all of us, every single team member, including myself, we are well-versed gamers with rich gaming backgrounds. I'm personally gaming since '98 or something like that. Yeah, I'm a little bit old. So we're building something that will be firstly attractive to the non-blockchain gamers, to the regular gamers such as myself, and we are trying to find to organize or onboarding of regular money to crypto to be as simple as possible, so they have no problems transitioning from one to another. And we're trying to appeal to them in the most important aspect, and that is asset ownership. That is what will get traditional gamers on board. NFT in general. Me as a gamer, I would like to sell my World of Warcraft progress, my World of Tanks progress, League of Legends, everything that I played, and it's just wasted money. If you come and play our game or generally on blockchain, sell it.
Fatality. Come on, Days, where you at with a soundboard, buddy?
Oh, Lord, I didn't unmute for that one, did I?
All right. Great answer. Great answer. It is true, though, if you think about gaming in general, like if you look back at all the games you played as a child up until now, like, you know, you play hours and hours and hours of it and you get nothing in return but like frustration and like, you know, just a beer belly.
I'd just like to add something, not just to my answer, but crypto or blockchain games in general. The process itself got to be a lot simpler. So it needs to be basically as simple as you entering the game, that is creating a wallet automatically, that is doing all that simple crypto stuff that non-blockchain gamers know how to do. So the whole process needs to be simplified before we see some massive coming of regular gamers.
So are you saying that you can help me get back all that money I spent on GTA short cards?
I wish I could.
Why did you admit that?
Well,
because my wife's not listening.
And now it's recorded.
Yeah. All right.
No, I appreciate that little add-in, Namanja. That was a very, very realistic approach to the problem. So I appreciate your ad there.
Cool.
All right, back over to MiND Token for your second project-specific question. And it's a mouthful. Get ready, because it's a mouthful for me, not for you.
Oh my.
All right. Crypto is extremely transient, with projects and team members coming and going like the wind. How will you convince projects to partner for your benefits, and how will you sustain partnerships?
All right. So obviously, what we're offering is a very low cost access to a staking system, as well as a utility that is very, very real and adds real world benefit to teams, moderators in their communities, through EAP services of LifeWorks. So, to me, it's kind of a no brainer. It's just a matter of getting the wagon rolling, and more will jump on. You cannot access these services at the price points that we're offering. You cannot create a staking contract and host it and run it for the price points that we're offering. And so it's a very, interesting concept for other projects, and it also offers a massive amount of networks and cross promotions. And I think that's the key to sustaining partnerships long term, is that we're interactive with them, that we're willing to do different promotions with them. We can help facilitate payments to the outside so-called real world through our corporation. We have a lot to offer other projects, and it's a benefit to both their community and ours. So yeah, I added so the bomb will go off.
Nice. Now I do have a bit of a rebuttal here, and then you'll get 30 more seconds for your response.
All right.
How do you like that?
Bring it on.
All right. Well, if I own a project and I've got maybe a few moderators who I feel like are really only going to be around for 1 or 2 weeks, why would I want to go through the trouble of offering these benefits for them?
All right. I'm going to come back with a rebuttal of my own. Why would you want moderators for only 1 or 2 weeks? Why wouldn't you want to be trying to entice people to be long-term and both emotionally and financially invested in your project? To me, that's a failure of management. My lawn business right now, my shortest term employee is going on 8 years. My longest term employee is on 16 years. And that's a lot to do with management, in my opinion, not to toot my own horn, but honestly, our trade is a high turnover, and I've had the same people for years and years and years.
Okay. Very good. Very good job on that. I've got yet another rebuttal.
Oh, bring it on.
Hey, we got to try and string this thing out, man. We're only at the 25-minute mark. Okay, but if I'm a project and I've got extremely tight budgets, extremely tight budget for development and extremely tight budget for marketing, why am I going to take away from those two objectives in order to provide these benefits?
All right, because not only does it offer these supports to your team, but it also offers 2 utilities to your project. When you look at the cost of a regular AMA, you're looking at 2 to 6 BNB, upwards of $10,000 if you go to some of the bigger groups. When you partner with us, you're able to offer the staking utility, lock up some of your tokens. You're able to offer the LifeWorks utility to your community and show that you actually give a crap. And I think with 1 second
and workers that feel supported work harder.
Awesome. Very good. All right. Just wanted to try out how the rebuttal system might go. So thanks for being.
I love being your guinea pig.
Yeah, and thank you for experimenting on him.
You're up next, buddy.
My pleasure. All right, DeepSpace, for your final project-specific question. How will you continue to engage gamers with multiple levels of involvement as time goes by?
Timer. Fix the timer. 1 minute. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're starting with Twitch slowly. We're slowly starting to introduce our game through the Twitch streaming, as that's where the most traditional gamers are looking. Then we're trying to create forums, guilds, and all that includes that will keep people long-term engaged. The important aspect of the game is the social aspect, so we are looking a lot into that aspect. Those of us who played World of Warcraft and stuff like that, we know how important it is to have a guild, to have organized raids and everything of that type. So that is the aspect we are appealing to. Regarding how we'll keep approaching the gamers, I have some contacts that are professional streamers at CSGO and games like that, the world's best players who I used to play games with. in my gaming days. So we have a lot of ways to approach that kind of crowd.
All right.
I have a rebuttal for that. So if you're reaching out to guilds, one of the things people do when they reach out to guilds and partner with guilds is they give them a ton of NFTs, and then some of the guilds just capitalize the market on these NFTs, and they jack up the prices and sell them back to real people that are trying to play the game at a very high price. How do you plan to combat that?
Regarding if you're referring to scholarship system and stuff like that our guilds implementing, yeah. So we're creating our own. So to protect our players from experiencing stuff like that, we will be building and implementing our own scholarship where people will be renting directly from us, where we can control the prices and everything without players being exploited by someone. And it's going to implement additional security measures.
Okay, another rebuttal question for that.
Yeah, I saw the bomb.
Another rebuttal question for that would be, these guilds, a lot of these guilds have taken years and years to build and gain members and gain communities. And how do you plan on gaining enough members in your own guild to sustain the project?
So since our guild is basically backed by the project, it's going to be controlled by the project. I don't see it being an issue, since the players who will want to play our game will definitely want to be in our guild. They want to look around. And yeah, I'm approached every day by different guilds. We are being really careful how we approach that aspect, since it can be detrimental to the game's economy. Yeah, what's up with this bomb?
I didn't feel like hearing it.
You got another rebuttal?
Well, I mean, I've got a third fairly aggressive rebuttal, but I feel you're ready.
Yeah, of course.
I could be wrong, but it seems to me like only the best of the best games have ever really stood the test of time. That it's a very, very small handful of games. So that, continues to be popular over time, and also that, has sequels being made. So explain to me why you believe DeepSpace would be one of these games.
Because we are the types of people who play that games, and we have where to learn about those kinds of stuff from. I spent many years playing World of Warcraft, World of Tanks, Counter-Strike, and a lot of those games that are extremely popular, legacy games or whatever you want to call them. So we have a lot of experience with them. It's something that we learned a lot from, and we are gonna try to implement in our own game.
All right, awesome. Okay, well, that concludes our project-specific portion of today's battle. You both did extremely well, and thanks for taking the rebuttals.
Yeah, you guys did great. I forgot to do this. But I wanted to kick it off. I forgot to talk to the team about it, but I really wanted to kick it off with like a pitch deck intro from both of you guys, in case the people listening to this didn't catch the first battle. So, DeepSpace, you want to go ahead and give just like an intro elevator pitch of what your project's about real quick? We'll give you a minute to do it.
Yeah, a minute is a little bit of time. I'll try. So we're play to earn NFT metaverse game where you are able to explore the deep space, our own metaverse. We have built one of the largest play areas, not just in blockchain gaming, but in general gaming as well. You can basically, at this moment, fly around the ecosystem, explore, find some loot crates, escape the pirates, play a little mini games where you mine the asteroids. What is coming next is the turn-based strategy game, and after that we will be implementing wagered racing and some stuff, a lot of wagered combat. Combat will be PvP and PvE. After that, we will be dropping the lands across the planets. You'll be able to buy different plots of lands by auctions. You'll be able to mine on those planets, build, and a lot of stuff we are yet to disclose. Oof, 1 minute is not enough.
It's tough.
Not bad. Yeah, that was
All
good.
right, Mind Token, you're up. Elevator pitch. You get 1 minute to do it, starting now.
All right, so we are bringing the EAP benefits of the world's largest e-health company to the crypto space and to the general public. We are the only way that the general public can access services of this scale and this level. In order to access services like this in the traditional world, you have to work for a company like Walmart or Scotiabank or even the Canadian Nuclear Association. So it's a real utility. We have a fully docs team. We are KYC'd up the ass. We have done all the checks and balances, and we're bringing all kinds of things to entice whales and speculative buyers through our NFT systems. We have multiple NFT systems happening, and we're really, really excited to move forward. We have just so much going on in the background. Our NFT release is coming up real fast, and it's going to be absolute fire. We have a real cool surprise for everybody, and so we're just excited to be here and working and sharing our project and moving forward.
I saw you reading, bro. I saw you reading.
Reading?
Oh, minus 1 point for reading.
These are my notes. Does that look like I read that off? It was like the chicken scratch. I wish LifeWorks offered dyslexia support, because it looks like I'm dyslexic even though I'm not.
Right on.
Question for you about your elevator pitch, something you said in there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the process of getting KYC'd up the ass?
Does that require a rubber glove or?
It starts off with a G-string, a kiddie pool, and a bottle of tequila. I learned this from Days. And where it goes from there is all to do with your comfort levels.
Something to do with cats.
Was it with your hand or?
No, that was a doctor. But you know, it's a middle-aged thing. I don't like to talk about it. Okay. But if you've been playing video games since 1998, you're due for the same. Buckle up.
Yeah.
Oh, you played
I
Lemonade
still
Stand
talk
too?
about that. Sorry?
Lemonade Stand and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You played those too?
Oh no, actually not.
Oh, those are all
Actually,
text games.
I think the KYC up the ass was that I learned sex ed from Leisure Suit Larry. If you want to know how long I've been gaming.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy came out just before Leisure Suit Larry, but it was all text-based. It's a great game if you're ever into playing any text-based games.
Nice. I didn't play anything of sort, but yeah, I would look into it.
Follows the
If
book
that's
closely.
still possible to play.
Oh, I think so.
I see you couldn't one up the camera. I saved it for the end, and I thought you might sneak away without it. So, well played.
Today.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
guys.
I'm doxxed for a while, so it's not a problem for me.
Right on. It's been a
Right,
pleasure.
I'm headed back to work.
It's been a fun battle. I appreciate you guys.
You too.
Oh, well,
We have
bring it on. Let's go.
Final question.
All right.
And I really don't remember who goes first.
I think, sadly,
We'll
I
go
think
back
I
to-
might be up.
Mine finishes off. I think.
Shit.
Rock, paper, scissors for this real quick. This
Rock,
has
paper,
to be legit. All right.
All right. I'm
All
game.
right, ready? Now, mind you, ready?
Okay,
You know,
game.
rock, paper, scissors? All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
1, 2. Oh, no, that didn't work. You go 1 and 2, and then on the third one, and now I know your first choice. If you'd have held off, I'd have lost.
No problem. I'm gonna change it now.
All right, let's go. Ready? I'll count it down. Ready?
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Does that work?
whatever.
I'll
Bring it on.
Flag.
Will
Flag
accept.
doesn't
You
work with
you
this.
can go first.
I fear nothing. Bring it on.
Okay,
Alright.
now to end our first battle, we brought you the golden question from Brian at Coin Launch Lounge.
No, not that yet.
No,
Oh.
not that yet. No.
I want to get into their tokenomics.
Tokenomics? Are you
Joke-
kidding
Oh
me?
boy.
Jokenomics.
Joking
Yeah, I
on.
know. That's what this is.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh my goodness! We need to have a company meeting after this. Note to self. Okay.
Everybody in the kiddie pool.
We ended our first battles with the golden question brought to us by Brian at the Coin Launch Lounge. And we'd like to end this battle with the tinfoil question. So, Mind Token Ed, please tell us your best joke.
Oh no. Oh boy. My best joke. I'm surrounded by 7-year-olds and 12-year-olds. I've got knock jokes. They're terrible. Jeez. I mean, I would say that the biggest thing that people have been laughing about is saying that our lotus flower looks like a vagina. But my rebuttal to that is that it's warm and it's welcoming and inviting and it's instinctually attractive. So get over it.
Hey, that's a good. That was classic.
Yeah,
I love it.
untraditional, but for sure that was good. All right, moving over to DeepSpace. Namanja, tell us your best joke.
Yo, really? You have some other question? Yeah, I'm not a guy for that, bro. I speak 5 different languages every day. I get totally lost, so I'm not your guy.
Tell us an international joke that we haven't heard
Yeah,
before.
use a language we won't understand.
Yeah, Serbian.
Okay, let's do Serbian.
Shit, it's the same. I still have nothing.
Man, easy
All right.
point for
It's
Mind
so-
Token.
Easy point.
Yeah, I'll give you the point there.
Finally, after all the questions about the project, all the fun about games, all this stuff, and we finally get him on the joke. Unbelievable.
So
You got
what
me,
do you,
bro.
are you saying that we've won by a vagina? Is that correct?
Yeah, by the length of my time. Or by the depth.
Ahead. You pulled out just ahead there, Ed.
He pulled it
Mortgage
straight out of
income.
vagina.
All
And
right.
I'll have you know, I'm a horticulturalist, so I mean, I just saw a flower. I don't know why your guys' minds are so dirty, but we have therapy for that.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't get that from that, but okay. All right. That was an awesome battle. Thank you guys. Days, you want to do you want to put up the Twitter show now, or what do we want to do?
Now we're gonna just switch over, do a couple of duck races. Both of these guys have offered to give a prize away to the community today. And then after I get this video up, we will do a YouTube giveaway. When that video's up, we'll get it all posted and pinned, but you'll be able to go subscribe, like the video, leave a comment for your chance to win on YouTube. But let me just hop over to let's see what kind of race we want to do today here.
Does
It's
anybody
the one
in
with the
community-
pogo sticks. I saw one with pogo sticks, and it was hilarious, but I haven't seen it in a while.
Does anybody in the community have any questions for Mind Token or DeepSpace while we have the devs here? Any questions from what you've heard today, or nothing? All right.
Well,
question-
I don't have a question, but it seems like there can only be one winner, and that's mine, of course. It's just mind people in the chat.
Oh,
Ooh, calling them out.
ooh. We'll keep this friendly. I'm a bit of a partnership whore, so I don't want to upset this project because I want to get them on board. So, you're
Well,
muted, bro.
then it will be a draw.
No, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, and Amanda, by
Yeah,
the way,
we
you
can
guys,
talk. Of course we can talk.
Wonderful,
Yeah, you guys
There's
definitely
something to be
talk.
done.
wonderful.
All right, we've got the setup here. So the way this works is also a giant mouthful, but you will spam the chat with a number 1 through 20, and whoever gets their number in first claims that number, and if it coincides with the winning Pogo Racer, you will win. Now we're going to do the first giveaway from Mind Token, and what are you giving away today?
$50 worth of Mind.
50
Market value.
bucks in Mind Token. Awesome. All right, so don't start spamming your numbers until you see me type start in the group, which you'll now hear me typing. Oh,
Yeah, go for it. You're good.
all right. Get ready with those numbers. And
I bought that MiND token, by the way. It's not coming from the deployer, so don't even start.
Get your numbers ready and put them in the chat now.
I want some MiND token. I'm putting numbers in. I'm gonna add to my bag.
I wrote the number.
I disqualified myself because I tried to cheat on the last one. I put all the numbers in at once.
Crap, I forgot. I was informed by Dev here that I'm supposed to use this GIF that I do not know where it is on my computer. So you guys are going to have a long time to put numbers in while I hunt for it. Okay, and stop.
I got you.
Oh, thanks.
That is the worst gift, by the way. Like, Jesus.
Have you met Stefan? Stefan has
Do you not remember the rotating light bulb brain?
Wow, low blow. Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me.
Do me a favor. You never did it, but you got to post your old logos in our chat just to show them what we had before. We got the.
Fine. Let me see if I can track it down easy here.
All right. While you're looking for that, we're going to get this race going. It's for $50 in MiND tokens, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Go.
Boing, 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 boing.
I like the watermelon hunt.
Just look at the middle people. It's
so choppy for me.
Shoot. That is the most awkward photo. I don't think your butt goes down that far.
I think my guy is the last one. Second last.
Number 11.
All right, number 11. Today's winner is going to be Minimus Maximus.
Congratulations, Minimus Maximus.
Where are you?
Minimus Maximus. DM.
Me.
My guy won it. Yo, Maximus.
Nice.
I DM'd you, Minimus. Don't report me, please. I need this account.
Yeah, don't DM people, buddy.
I know. I figured I was safe with this one.
Oh, and I see we did get the old MiND token logos. Hey, man, it's not just us. I think that Brian gave you shit for that one in your AMA way back then.
Listen. The clown death forest is some of my best work. So just stop.
It wasn't even the logo. It's that spooky forest. Oh my gosh, that is where kids go to be kidnapped.
It just needs a little red balloon, and it would be perfect.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, second giveaway of the day is going to come from DeepSpace. And what are you going to be giving away today? Or did you send that to us?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Tony communicated with you. So just in case, I'm going to match what MiND token gave, and I'm going to add $1 just to be a little bit.
Oh. Hey, finally, he's got jokes.
Nice.
Tony sent over I think Khaleesi, was it $25 in BNB? Do you also want to give away some do you want to give away some DeepSpace? How about you give away 25 in BNB, and then we'll give away 25 in DeepSpace token, yeah?
Yeah, it's okay.
So we'll do 2 races.
Oh goodness gracious. And we have to go through this whole start thing. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say what?
Why don't we give away the 25 BNB for the YouTube thing, and then we'll give away the DeepSpace token here. Yeah?
Yeah, that's good. That way we can give away DeepSpace's BNB for our giveaway. That's perfect. I like what you did there. But I do still have this recording going, so I'm going to go ahead and say...
Classic AMA group strategy right there.
I'm going to say a huge thank you to Ed at MiND Token and to Nemanja at DeepSpace. It was great to hear about your products. Thanks so much for coming in and battling, and thank you so much to the community for listening. We'll catch you tomorrow for the next Battle of Dragons.
Yeah.